Running inside, it's Marshall. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire...
Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense
breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Marshall. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground to try to move the chains. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run. Guys, they didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. You can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB. Not many guys do it as well as that.
Gives it on the option. Moving past the 25. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. And it's a sack.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Now their defense is playing lights out. 2nd sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense, wait just a second, they're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. place on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Cougars are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Setting up the screen. Oh, just steamrolling the defense. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Lions. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. He breaks a tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he makes the extra point.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Breaks the tackle. There's some room. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Unloads to the right. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And the third down pass is incomplete. The Wolverines will try to move the chains on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. It's complete to the right. Off to the races. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Marshall. Can't get him to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Now on the option. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lyons. Just ran him over. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to pass on second down. Rush is on him. Turning it on. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On the keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Marshall. Plows through the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Underwood. That's caught. It's Marsh. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
And he's got room. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Touchdown, Wolverines! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And how about this offense responding late in the 1st half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. It's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. So that's going to do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved. When I'm on defense, offense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield. They couldn't hook up.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Headed for the corner. It's Marshall. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. They take the lead here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Calls his own number. Hard running there. There he goes. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, BYU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. On the ground, it's Marshall. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and days like this can put you up with those legendary Michigan runners.
And that's why you come to Michigan. You know you're going to get fed.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Throwing, Underwood. The short hands, it's Marshall. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. throws for the tight end. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Oh, they're after him. Uncorks one to the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. The give on the counter. Makes him talk to the hand.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running game.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. BYU right back to the line. Now on the move. Here's a little room there.
And you see this so much in college football.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The run inside. It's Marshall. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Jumped on top of the pile.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Underwood. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to...
Finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Motion from the wide receiver. A first down run in the red zone.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, BYU!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Maybe a crease. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Big Blue with the answer. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Getting set for the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. BYU lines up quickly.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Could be an alley. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Trying to run, it's Martin.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely... give him an earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game. Ball secured. I can't reach that thing. I got to cover it with 2 hands and make sure I don't turn it over. What a big time mistake.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I got to have it?
Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? to pass. Throws toward the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. He's not afraid to go deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So it's a fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. He might want another play. Underwood. He wants a big play here late. Grabs it inside the 15. Takes it into the house, and the clock is at 0. They're down a single.
How about this team coming up clutch in a big moment, and this crowd is going nuts. The late touchdown with no time on the clock. Now just kick the PAT and go into overtime.
No time left on the clock. The extra point will send it to overtime. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Caught. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Looking for space. It's Martin. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. There's a crease. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. BYU right back to the line. In the red area, it's Martin. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down.
knows exactly what they need. Nice job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and forcing the would-be field goal attempt next.
So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. It's good! They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.